You serious?
Hello, welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour. My name is Marcus.
I'm Sean.
And this is the show where Sean and I, we scour the internet and we find some jokes that we find funny. We find some ways in the real world to kill some time. And then also, we check out some wild stories from across the world. Sean, I feel like this is an episode where you may benefit from listening to the previous episode. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to episode 34.
Okay.
But it may help with the continuing story, an arc that has continued for a few episodes.
Right. Okay.
I mean, you might not even know what I'm talking about at this moment in time, but which is, don't know how that proves how much I've managed to describe that and fuck that up. But you you will get it when we get to it, Sean. But yeah, man. First things first. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, thanks, bro. All good.
I'm good now. I'm enjoying the light mornings.
It's spring, bro.
Yo.
Yesterday was the first legit day of spring, and like spring's my favorite.
Yeah.
Season. Yeah.
So what? It's the first day. Have the clocks, but the clocks haven't, because it's two things, isn't it? There's the day of spring and there's when the clocks move. The clocks ain't moved yet, have they? They haven't sprung forward and in fall they fall back. That's how I remember how they work. So I did
like
that.
it.
So it's the first official day of spring.
Yesterday, I believe.
Nice. How do you celebrate that?
I celebrate that by walking back, walking back and being like, "Oh shit, it's light still."
Yeah. I did the thing where I like opened the curtains in the morning. I was like, "Oh, I'm late." Oh, wait, I'm not. It's just light outside. That's the one, man.
Nice.
That's the one. I mean, you're someone that likes snow sports, spoke about in last week's episode, like winter sports. Are you also a fan of the summer as well?
Of summer sports?
Of the summer in its whole entirety?
No, I enjoy the summer.
Yeah.
I would say difference being that I sometimes it gets too warm. I'm not about it being too warm. Anything over like 23, 24 degrees, I'm like, yeah, it's uncomfortably warm here. Early 20s, happy as. Yeah, I don't know. And usually as well in the UK, everyone gets a bit excited for summer, and 90% of the time it's a bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Yeah. My only thing is like when there's dickheadery, when it gets really hot and people go too excited and like they try and do like all of their summer activities like drinking in one afternoon, and then everything's peachy at about 2 o'clock. Everyone's out, but then when it gets to like 6 or 7 or 8, you can be in a park and things just get a little bit wavy, as messy.
50 said, innit, it's hot outside. It's a good enough reason, isn't it? So
yeah, man, trust me.
Yeah, I can get a bit.
Yeah, and you like to kick ball as well, so I guess
used to.
Yeah, you used to.
Not
Retired now.
Not that I still don't enjoy it. I just I can't really.
The knees
crying.
go. Yeah. The knees went out, but like. Yeah, so when you were balling, when was it too hot to ball outside?
Nah, if I was playing football, I'd play football in any weather. I don't care. Okay,
so it's out the window then. Because I was thinking we used to play football at a local community centre, like and remember Sundays when it was basically the Jamaican brothers against a group of us that played football, wasn't it? That was what it was, like proper yardie man.
I forgot that you came and joined us.
Yeah, that was sick, man. Proper yard man came through, played ball. And then
I remember those.
Yeah. That was so as far as I remember, there was not. I didn't feel like there was much planning. We just turned up and we did it for a few weeks. We just played, or was there proper organisation behind it?
It was them. It was their lot, because they had a good
I had a really good team, man.
Yeah, they had a good 20 players, and there was just or 15 players. They had a lot of people used to roll in it, and then by the time everyone turned up, we would just hook up a game. Yeah,
that was like our last ever foray into like playing football like kids do. I feel like, because I don't think there wasn't like an official start time. There weren't like half time. There wasn't like
people just used to turn up when they turned up, innit?
Turn up, play.
Yeah,
sick, man. Yeah, and we did it for free as well.
Yeah, because we used to just
sneak through.
Sneak through the fence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad how that sports centre shut down as well. I don't know. They didn't have enough money. But yeah, man.
Oh, big on that sports centre.
Yeah. Anyway, let's stop reminiscing, Sean, and get into the first part of the show. So that is jokes
of the week.
That's correct. Week. I got a selection of short ones for you, Sean, this week. I got a few. I'm gonna fire them off at you. What have you got in the chamber today? Have you got some longer ones?
I got some longer ones. I got a couple short ones still.
Okay, cool. Right. I'm gonna hit you with a few. You can hit me with a few, and then I'll hit you with the rest of mine. All right.
Do this.
Why did the sperm cross the road?
Don't know.
Because I put on the wrong sock this morning.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, man. You see that one coming?
No,
my foot. Squelch, crispy squelch. Crispy or squelch, which is worse? Squelch is worse, isn't it?
Squelch is worse.
All right.
I'm going to give it.
All right, go on.
Fun fact. My dick was very briefly in the Guinness Book of World Records. Then the librarian found me, and then it was just awkward.
She should have slammed it shut real quick. Slap!
Oh, mate.
And then held your mouth and gone, shh. It's a library.
Sorry, 1 second.
She wouldn't know if you liked it or hated it. Right. I'm sorry for this in advance, Sean.
All right.
The other day, I bought a thesaurus, but when I got home and opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am.
You know what I enjoy that joke.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
enjoy. I've got a good dad joke.
Right.
I stumbled on during the week, and this is actually was someone's. This was someone's like Tinder bio, I believe.
The Tinder bio.
Yeah.
Sick.
I lost my watch at a party once. An hour later, I saw some guy stepping on it while he was harassing some woman at that party. Infuriated, I immediately went over, punched him, broke his nose. No one does that to a woman. Not on my watch. I should have apologized for, shouldn't I?
I like it.
It tickled me such a dad joke.
I like it. All right. This one, shout out to Dad Jokes actually on Twitter as well. Daddy Says Jokes. Dad Says Jokes on Twitter actually. Yesterday, I purchased a world map. I gave my wife a dart and said to her, throw this and wherever it lands, I'm taking you on holiday. Turns out we're spending 3 weeks behind the fridge.
So, there are 3 people and they're shipwrecked. They meet a cannibalistic tribe. The tribe tells the people to find 10 of a kind of fruit on the island, and maybe they'll spare that person. The first guy comes back with 10 apples. The tribe tells him to stick all 10 up his butt without laughing or making a noise, and he can stay alive. He manages to get one up before laughing, and so the tribe eats him. I don't even know why he's laughing, but the second guy comes back with grapes. He sticks 9 up his butt without saying anything, but then on the 10th one, he starts laughing like crazy. In heaven, the first guy asks the second one, why did you laugh? You could have stayed alive. And the second guy says, I saw the third guy coming back with pineapples. Don't think you'd have been laughing too much.
Wait. Oh man, I would have just laughed straight away. Oh, kill me now. All right. My mother used to say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Lovely woman, terrible surgeon.
Do you know what that just reminds me of? Do you remember the kind of like riddle that people used to say where they're like, oh, someone got hit and then I'm going to actually butcher this. I'm going to come back to you. No, it was the one where, and it was like when the surgeon looks up and says, son, and they're like, how can that be? And it turns out the surgeon was the mother, not the father. But do you remember that?
It
was that it just kind of reminded me of that.
I can't remember.
It was like people's casual sexism.
Yeah. Next feature of the show, casual sexism riddles.
That would be interesting.
It's like when you say to someone like, well, not when you say someone, because I've not actually said this, but I saw a tweet saying, I went to see my therapist, and someone said, oh, what did he say, or what did he, and they're like, actually, it's a she, or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
I would say in the world of therapy, psychiatry, like it's a more of a female-dominated
really
spectrum. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I fucked that up as well. Then maybe it's a doctor. Doctor in it. When someone says doctor to me, I actually have a female doctor in it, but so I'm a bit like whatever. But I think if someone says like doctor, you do generally society they've kind of primed us to think male. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or even surgeon, yeah, definitely.
Hence why that it's kind of a check, innit?
Yeah. Or like WCW Tag Team Champion. I don't know why my mind goes to men.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've got a feeling like I've done this. I've got a feeling that I might have done this show before, but it's very much up my ballpark.
Do it.
Man goes into doctor's office. Oh, yeah, we're on the right thing. Man goes into doctor's office and says, "Doctor, I have 5 penises, doctor says. My God, man, how do your pants fit? Man says, like a glove. Oh, I thought all I was Ace Ventura. Like, that's for you, innit?
You've done it before. You got to do it again. You got to do it again. You got to do it again.
Every time.
I recently read an article in the New York Post. A woman who had sex with 20 ghosts is now engaged to a spirit. She found her boo.
You know the maddest thing? I swear that was a news story recently, wasn't it?
Bruv, the first part of it was the New York Post. The second part of it is a very funny guy called Evan Slegfried.
He's commented on it.
Commented on it. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh mate, that could have been in the news stories of the week. Jesus. All right. A young man named Tom goes to an interview for a sales company. The manager says, "We want to know one thing, Tom. Can you sell some fucking toothbrushes?" Strong, but
yeah.
"We like closers, not losers. You take this briefcase, it's got 250 toothbrushes. You sell the whole thing in 2 weeks, we'll give you another case." Tom takes the briefcase and returns in less than 3 hours, having sold all of the toothbrushes. The manager is floored. He gives him another case of toothbrushes. Tom is back within 2 hours. By the end of the week, Tom sells over 5,000 toothbrushes. The manager holds a meeting with all the salespeople. "Tom, this young go-getter has outsold all of you combined for the month in a single week. You sorry sons of bitches could learn something from Tom. Tom, please, tell us your secret." "It's quite simple, really," Tom says. "I go to the airport and I set up a booth with a sign that says free chips and dip. People come to the booth, take a chip, put it in the dip and eat it. Then they spit it out and say, 'That tastes like shit.' And I say, 'That's what it is. Want to buy a toothbrush?'" For some reason, when I read this, when I first read it, it had the same thing of like, got any bread?
Yeah, got any bread? Got any bread? Oh, that is sick, man. I like that. Right, this last one's less of a joke and more of a post that I've seen on socials, right? That was just getting loads of forwards. And it's by Lies Capole on shout out to them. I just thought I'd shout out some of the people do it. "Imagine falling in love with someone, getting married and buying a house with them, and the first thing they do is put up a live, laugh, love sign." I'm just saying. Bro.
Do you know what? I watched the Harry Matt video the other day.
Yeah.
And then he said to someone, "Oh, give me 3 things." Give me 3 things. And someone went,
Yeah.
"Live, laugh, love." And I just went, "Oh."
Click off. Yeah. I mean,
Do you at that point? Do you just like the Kool-Aid man? Kool-Aid guy? Do you just like walk backwards out of your?
yeah. I think
property?
I would say in this situation, live, laugh, love, leave. Leave immediately. Get out of there, bruv.
Just get rid of your beige partner at that point.
Get rid of them. Right. I've actually I came across a social media post actually about, and for those that are just listening on the podcast, this is literally just a video of somebody discovering a lot of things in a house, in a flat. I need to show this to you, Sean, because this is just absolutely. This is a guy walking around. I think it's like an Airbnb, and they walk around and they talk about everything that they can see. Here we go. Let's see if we get this one.
Laugh, love,
It's mirrors.
live mirrors here.
Yep.
We got live, love, laugh. We go in the bathroom
Picture.
here. We got live, laugh, love. We come out here
Nightlight.
to the rug. We got live, laugh, love. We go over here
To the
we
window.
got live,
On the
laugh,
wall.
love. We come over here. We got life, live,
Above
love,
the
laugh.
above the cooker.
Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Laugh,
On a mug.
love, live, laugh, love, live. We got.
Oh my!
We got
On the curtains.
We got live, laugh, love. We got laugh,
On the lamp.
love,
Lampshade.
live. That's it. Holy shit! No, we got live, laugh, love. Holy fuck!
And they saw that on the door frame. Yeah, it's mad, bro. Isn't it? It's mad.
That is.
I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know whether it's a joke or stories of the week, but bro, just like that has got to be. I'm thinking of all of the sayings that was like supposed to be inspirational. That has got to be like the worst one ever in it.
It's so overused and cringy, innit?
Yeah, yeah. I think when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And then I think the person it
In
got associated with,
1997.
yeah. I think it's Live, Laugh, Love is dirty, innit? It's like the unfortunate people that are called Karen, innit? You got a dirty name now, innit? Your name has been jaded by those who have spoiled it by the misuse of their behaviour being associated with Karen, innit? Or the Karens that have spoiled it for everyone. It's all the love, laugh, live, laugh, love people that have put that up. It's to be a kind of person that puts that up is a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it out there.
Oh my god.
If I saw it in your house or if I saw it in anyone's house,
Yeah.
I would judge you. I'm just saying, innit? I will fully 1000% judge you for it.
Do you know what we do? If it was at someone else's house and we were there, we'd start putting the words love, laugh, and live into every sentence. Man, I absolutely would love a drink, man. Like,
Sometimes you just gotta live a bit, man.
Yeah,
live a bit,
yeah.
you know, like have a drink, you know.
do you know what'd be a laugh? If we lived a little and had a lovely drink. And then we take the sign and nick it and throw it in the bin. It'd be,
Or
that's
just
horrible.
smash up the whole house,
Smash up the whole.
except for the sign.
Oh, so there we go. Those
Hey,
were our. Yeah,
Can
you got them on.
No, I was
Oh.
gonna say to you,
Go on.
can you show? Can you, you know the picture that I put up there? Are
Yeah.
you able to show it here?
Yes, I am
wanted
able to show this here.
You
as
haven't
well.
seen this yet.
I
want
have
you
not
to-
seen this picture.
Okay.
Right, okay. Oh, I need to make it a little bit bigger, but we can do that.
This tickled me, man.
So-
I'm gonna read it. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So it says, finding out that lionesses have sex 20 to 40 times in a day when they're in heat, and if a man can't keep up with her, she demands to mate by biting his balls. This has been the highlight of my day. Have you seen this guy's face, man? It is.
Oh,
I've never seen a more miserable king of the jungle.
this poor. Listen, he looks. For starters, he looks dehydrated. For starters,
He's spent.
he looks
Absolutely
spent.
yeah.
Spent. And in the first picture, you can see the lioness nipping.
Wait, look at his legs. It's like a cartoon where like someone gets shocked and their two legs like go up in the air. Yeah.
I would say maybe because the back half of him is so light. It's just a little brush has pushed his back into the air.
I hope you listen to this. You can you get a chance to see this because I have never seen a more miserable lion
Oh my gosh!
ever.
Yes, yeah.
Like they've captured a miserable lion. Like
Listen, check this out. We're gonna put this on our socials. You have to check this out at How to Kill an Hour on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Please, it'll be the one as part of episode 35. Please check this out because the poor lion's face in the second. Do you know what's the first picture is like he's down, right? The second picture is the fact that you have someone biting your balls, but imagine being so disheveled,
bro,
that he looks like he can't even given up on flinching.
he's given up on life.
Poor kid, man.
He's given up on life. He's probably taken his live, love, laugh.
He's live, lie, and laugh. Live, laugh, laugh. 20 to 40 times a day, though. Listen, I don't know what their sex drives are like, but I'll tell you what, as a human who is not a teenager, yeah, I'm just going to say, yo.
You'd be costume of a man, innit?
I would be, yeah, man. I'd look like, you know, there's that picture that meme that someone's nicked from, like, it's an old 80s film where old people in these little cocoon, that's it. And they have an alien in it. And basically the alien looks like some dried out husk. Like that, basically. That is what I would feel like. I'd be so dehydrated. I'd look like a skeleton is basically what it is. This poor lion, man, the king
I know, man.
of the lions in the jungle? I don't know. But
I know, I did say king of the jungle,
it doesn't,
but yeah.
you know what, whatever, man. Like, it's not a nature podcast. But the king of one of the kings of nature, right, is there just looking, he just looks so down, man. His hair looks like it hasn't got as much fluff to it. He's not bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, is he?
Shadow of his former self.
Shadow of his former self.
Absolute shadow.
Yeah, whereas she's looking like, you know, she's looking plush. She's looking aggressive. She's got her head in his balls, basically. Oh, man.
Yeah, the second photo does look a bit like she's rimming him.
Yeah.
It does, unfortunately. But
And he doesn't like it.
He well, to be honest with you, he'd probably much rather that than get your balls bitten.
Yeah. He's like, anything, babe, please,
He's
anything.
like, please.
Oh, man, that is mad.
Every time I look at his face, I'm like, I feel really bad. I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, it's almost like one of those memes, you know, when you have a happy family picture, but you zoom in on the guy's eyes and you just see the distress and pain.
just dead.
Yeah, the dead behind the eyes. You just see.
Oh, yeah, that's literally that. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Well, listen, I'm not saying this has balanced the books when it comes to male-female rights, but I'll tell you what, it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, take the wins where you can get them. Flipping hell. Imagine that. I'm trying to think what the human equivalent of that. Imagine if it was like human nature for a woman to just like flick you in the balls, like when she wanted to like you know, come on, let's go again, bro.
Oh man, I remember someone who used to do that when we used to go out raving.
Is it? Who's that?
Yeah. Oh, some dickhead.
Is it?
Used to do that on the slide when you thought you were enjoying yourself.
Look, the dick flick game. The dick flick game was mad because you could get it there was a time when you were never safe.
You were never safe.
The only time you were safe was when you just had your dick flicked.
Or you would,
or when you would, because even when the guy, because like in boxing, there's counter punching. There's right, he overextended there, and then there's a counter dick flick.
Yeah,
that does it. But yeah, man, I remember being in like clubs like KO in North London, and like a tune would come on, so you like have both hands there, and then you'd see someone double over, like why are they doubled over? And then you'd feel a flick, and then you'd be like, no, surely I didn't just. And then the shockwave would hit you, you'd fold in half, and then you know you'd have to back.
It was. I'm just putting it out there. It was 99% of the time. It was you. I love how you're like bringing out. I was like anyone. I was like, I am safe as long as I'm far away from this guy with your long limbs. I'm gonna stand over in a corner.
Oh man! And when some people, not me, but when some people had a drink or something like that, they forgot like. That you didn't really need much pressure or power behind it at all, so that you'd full on get slapped in. And it's not good, you know, bruv. It's not very sensible. I don't recommend it. It's not good for one's health. Anyway, are we happy with our jokes of the week, Sean?
Yeah.
Have you got anything? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Well, I think it's time for our next section of the show, Sean, which is Kill a Bit
of the week.
So this week we're not driving.
We're not.
Are we?
No, we're not driving.
So we've been drinking.
I got oobs here.
We have been drinking. So we've been sent a couple of beverages over. If in case this is the first time you listen to this part of the show, this is where we kill a bit of time. Sometimes it's with some tech. Sometimes it's with some gaming. Sometimes it's with something that helps us with lifestyle. And speaking of lifestyle, me and Sean have a beverage. So it's part of our lifestyle. First thing up, I'm going to grab the bottle and show it to the camera as I talk to you about it and then hand it over to Sean. This is Casarayos. So I'm going to get absolutely... Listen, I'm sorry, my Latin is not very good. But Casarayos, it's a tequila and it is made from 100% Blue Weber agave. Made in Mexico and bottled in Mexico and made over here. Sean, for starters, right, I think we drink with our eyes. I'm going to hand you over the bottle while you talk about it, right? But I just want to say, for starters... This bottle just looks really nice, and you said it is reminiscent of a bottle that you've seen in the clubs before.
Yeah, it does remind me of the blue Alizé.
Oh my! And the Hypnotic.
Hypnotic bottles. Actually, it might even be Hypnotic. I was thinking of.
So, in case you don't remember, Hypnotic and Alizé were part of these. Well, they're still around, but these were drinks that became very popular in club culture, and they were a mixture of fruit juice, brandy, and I think sometimes vodka as well. And a lot of sugar, which explains why they mashed people up because it was like a punch.
Like worst hangover.
Maddest hangover, but great nights out. And then Alizé was the thing, and then Hypnotic came out, and it was like another flavour of Alizé almost, but it glowed in the dark under UV lights, and that made it look wild.
Yeah, and so what ended up happening was you had certain Donnies who would just like hold on to that bottle while they were raving. Yeah. Even at like house parties. And that, you know what I'm talking about?
Certain Donnies used to come to house party just to babysit the beverage.
Yeah. They're just like a little sip on it, but just holding that. But yeah, man, this is a good looking.
Yeah. And then Alizé counteracted with Alizé Blue. That was it. They had it. But with both of these drinks, the trick was you couldn't just babysit your bottle like certain people did with a bottle of empty champagne, because the drink was the glow in the dark thing. So if you drank the drink got drank, you lost all of your special effects in it. Yeah. So you had to make sure.
Yeah, people knew as well if you were trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah. So I think people were definitely sipping on different beverages and holding their Hypnotic. In fact, there's a good mate of ours, we really can't mention him. He came, oh my God, he came to a house party with a bottle of Alizé Blue and for some reason 6 beers, like 6 strong beers and Alizé. And I was like, yo, I don't know if this is a good combination of beverages to have. One, great. The other?
No, but Alizé even by itself
is dangerous. Dangerous. So you're now adding to the factor of dangerousness by consuming beer, fine by itself, as a when you mix it into the combo of spirits, yeah, dangerous, yeah. And that's just doing it slow. No surprise, the person didn't do it slow.
Did said person get
Absolutely wasted.
everybody
They were sitting there with their hands on their head outside at the house party, and I think someone actually got away with calling their mum and telling their mum, "Oh yeah, they're just busy at the moment. They're just, like having a great time. Just gonna. Is it alright if they stay at mine?" And their mum was like, "Yeah, sure." I don't know how they speeched it, but they managed to speech it like that. I think that's the most suspicious thing. Hi, I'm not your child. Your child is fine.
But currently engaged.
Engaged in the party is so live that they can't come and ask, "Is it alright if they stay at mine tonight?"
So they've asked me to call their mum. You.
But yeah,
Sus.
wild. But we got him home. He was safe, and I don't think I've ever seen him drinking that brand of beer. I don't think I've ever seen
Especially
him drinking Alizé or
at the
Hypnotic
same
Cocktail
time.
at the same damn time.
Well, I would say this. There's a couple of nice touches to this bottle.
Yeah.
I like the cork with the. This is classy. This little engraved ring going around here. I like that. We do drink with our eyes or eat with our eyes first. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned if you had this on a home bar that was like LED lit or whatever, that would look good.
It's just got a really nice finish to the bottle.
It's got nice lines in it.
Yeah, it's got nice lines. If you're not seeing it could just listen to the podcast. It's light blue. It's a light blue bottle, and it's see-through, and you can kind of see the liquor. You says that you like the lid, the cork.
I like the cork with this. It just is a bit. It's a classy touch. It's a classy touch. I like it.
And the taste as well, Sean.
To be honest with you, I don't usually drink straight tequila. I have done so in the past. I usually like to make a Tommy's margarita. So I would maybe ask you if I could make a nice cocktail with this at some point. But trying it straight.
Yeah.
It was pretty smooth.
Okay.
It was pretty smooth. So I think this would taste amazing in a Tommy's.
Okay. For me,
love a Tommy's.
Yeah, for me, I was like, it tasted like tequila. If you know what you know what I mean. I was like, decent tequila. I like the bottle. I'm not a massive tequila drinker. I would say it's something that I probably, like you said, put in a cocktail. I might have it with a bit of twist of lime and some lemonade, maybe, if I'm feeling that way. In LA, I've had a lot of people drink that. Or a shot. I don't know if I'd sip it per se. Over ice.
I would say when I was back in the day when I was traveling, in Bali, I think it was. Me and a couple of mates. It was straight tequila, and then you had sachets of grape energy powder.
What?
Man.
Flavors.
Bruv, you pour the energy sachets in, you have like a double shot, and it just makes it all taste like that amazing grape.
Wow. And let me guess, that wasn't a quiet night when you did that, yeah?
No, that was
Wow.
It's a good kickoff, like you're not gonna be low on energy, and you
yeah, man, I like that.
A little spring step.
A little spring step, yeah. Right, so Sean, time to give you the big surprise. If you turn and look at the bottom of the bottle, I'd like you to read the words that are on it.
What? I didn't realise there was a... Oh, snap. Brewdog.
Yeah, so Brewdog, the guys that are known for beer, are moving into spirits. They've been doing it for a while. They've been doing gins, I think. They've done a few things here and there, and now they're moving into spirits. So that's why I was saying you drink with your eyes, because I saw the bottle and I was like, lovely. And I obviously been sent it over and sent the spec, but we see so much stuff here. I totally forgot. And I was like, oh shit, Brewdog. Obviously, as a company that wants to create their own beverages and expand into like the likes of, massive like international brewers, like Brewdog, obviously it makes sense on to move into spirits. So there you go. I didn't want you to see that and be like, is it going to taste like beer? Do you know, or is it gonna taste whack? Do you know what I mean? Because, but yeah, there you go. Because I like it, and I stand by what I said. But it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Fair play.
Yeah, man.
Brewdog.
Yeah, man.
Branching out. So
there you go. That's Brewdog, and it's proper stuff. It's made in Mexico, and they brought it over here. So they're not just like certain companies made some knockoff stuff and calling it tequila. It's proper stuff made in Mexico
from the agave plant here.
From the agave plant. Yeah, there you go. 40%. Right, next up, I'll let you grab...
do that one, because I'm currently drinking that.
Currently drinking it, yeah. All right, let me talk about this one, and you can talk about the other one if that's all right with you, mate.
All right.
Same brand. This is Desi Daru vodka. If you're looking at the YouTube, I'm putting it at the camera. Desi Daru vodka. Let me put it in front of my face.
Wait, is this also... This is not Brewdog as well, is it?
No. It's a different company. And if I'm saying it wrong, sorry. But it's a British-born Indian co-founders Mohit and Anit masterfully crafted the rural Oxfordshire vibes with the use of finest English winter wheat. Desi Daru is an indulgently rich and tantalizingly spiced vodka, transporting homage to the vibrant flavors of India with a classically smooth British finish. Now, I've had a sip of the straight stuff vodka because actually, weirdly enough, I'm getting into vodkas, you know. It's one of those things,
nice
I think it's one of those things, and I can taste the difference. One of those things I used to be like, all vodkas are created the same.
I'm still there.
And compared to like yaks and stuff like that, like cognac stuff, I would definitely say the vodka takes a while for you to get into the flavour profiles, very subtle differences. So I do know what I like certain vodkas for. And a wheat vodka or a corn-based vodka is one that I usually like to make a martini with. And based on how this tastes, I would like to make a vodka martini with this. And I think, do you know what? Should we take both of these bottles? You go make a cocktail, I make a cocktail with this, and then we report back to each other. I think that's fair, innit? Let's do that.
That sounds about right.
So yeah, I do from the straight one. I am picking up them spicy flavors. As a straight vodka, I wouldn't know. Sniff again. As a straight vodka, I wouldn't say it's an offensive one to have a little shot of.
Yeah, no, I mean, I tried it as well.
Had a little sip of it, yeah.
Yep.
A measure of it.
Like, again, I said that everything is the same, but when you have like really nice vodka, it's even for an undistinguished palate like myself, it's like you can taste it's a bit smoother.
Yeah, it's usually the refinement comes. Yeah.
Not as offensive.
Yeah, not as offensive. Yeah, like if I was to go and get like a bog dodgy vodka or whatever from the shop and have a sip of it, like when it wasn't ice cold,
I'd be
like,
better recoil.
Like you know, put a match to my mouth and I'm frigging breathing fire. But like the more refined that you get with all liquors, they tend to have less of that ick at the end, and that enables you to enjoy the flavour of it more because it's not punching you in the back of your throat or your nut or your stomach. Now we know another big thing with vodkas is flavoured vodkas.
And I do get involved with the flavoured vodkas from time to time.
So if you don't mind, let me get this out of the way, your shot, Sean. As you talk about this vodka, if you don't mind holding it up to the camera for a little while, we'll put pictures and stuff in links and descriptions and articles and stuff. But yeah, Sean, I'll let you crack on talking about what you have.
In this camera?
No, just into this one here. Into this one here. There you go.
Yeah. Actually, the bottle's really nice.
Yeah, what do you like about the bottle?
I like it because it's got these like fins on it. I think it's a good looking bottle. Like if you had it at like a home bar or something, or even at the bar, it's nice. So this one is a Alfonso mango vodka, and I would say that usually with flavored vodkas, the flavor itself is usually quite subtle, and with my unrefined palate, I usually want something a bit sweeter.
Yeah.
So it was interesting when we both tried this, and for you prefer something a bit more subtle. This is actually like the mango flavor is quite strong. I really like it personally. So if you're into maybe cocktails more, you're into a bit more of the flavored side of things, you enjoy this. I tried this. I haven't tried it with soda water, but I tried it with lemonade, and you can like the mango flavor really does like punch through.
I'd go for that with soda.
I think with soda this would be, with lemonade it's probably like a tiny bit too sweet with both. With soda water I reckon this would be amazing.
Nice.
But also the smell of this is great. Like it really does smell like the Indian mangoes that I used to get when I was a youth.
You used to get Indian mangoes, yeah?
Yeah. There was like some friends of ours that used to live down the road in Holsden. And
Tanner in India, it's brought some mangoes, yeah.
But they used to get like the fresh mangoes from India, and they were just amazing.
Yeah, man.
And this reminds me of it. Would you reckon of the bottle? Are you a fan?
I think both the bottles, because I've got one. My one's because it's the regular one. It's just like black at the top. But I think they're quite nice bottles.
I like
nice
these
angles on them.
Yeah, the
little fins
cool,
on them, nice to hold. Yeah, and I think you do taste with your eyes. They've got a little bit of gold on them as well. It's got inspired in India on the top, and it's got their logo as well. I mean,
it's one of them ones for me. Yeah, there's enough going on this bottle. It doesn't need to be overly ostentatious. There's enough.
They've got away with putting some gold on it as well, which I think is nice. You've got to be quite careful with gold because it can it can look tacky. Innit?
Yeah.
Like if you like Mr. T up the thing and throw a million, got bits of gold in it. But you know what?
Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah, man. No, I like it. For me, I'd say it's a martini vodka for the straight one, and for the mango flavored one, I'd have it with soda because I don't want it to be too sweet. Reminded me though of Rubicon. I used to drink Rubicon, which was
love Rubicon.
I wouldn't say it's like the fanciest juice, but I just remember loving mango juice at one point. I used to like walk around like a bad boy with a little carton of it, sipping away at it. But yeah, man, there you go. So that's
A seriously random fact: when I was in Dora,
Yeah.
they all have like 4x4s. So I saw a lot of Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah.
And the top boy is called a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, and I was like, why are they sponsored by like a juice? And then it turns out that Rubicon was like a river or something like back in the day. It was extremely difficult to cross, and then 4x4s came about and all this kind of stuff. So,
and the Jeep just sailed across that Rubicon just like
No worries, isn't it? Yeah.
So they named
No
it
worries.
after that. Yeah.
I would have a Wrangler, you know.
Yeah. Should we get one?
They're cool, man. You get me one.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
Yeah, cool, no
Thanks, man.
problem.
Either that, or if you're on a budget, I
Yeah.
would take a Suzuki Jimny. I love those.
There's some
The little 4x4s. They're great.
there are some custom built ones that I've been looking at recently. Just
What, the
nerding out.
Jimneys?
Yeah, there's
Oh, I
some
got
cool little
one.
Jimneys that
one.
look super fast and super like I think they've like slammed them a bit as well, but they're not. So they're like quite reasonable to like insurance.
Okay, you
stuff.
have to show me these off.
But you look like they're nice. But I think they also play into the fact that they know that they're not that fast, but they look fast. There's little jokes and stuff. around
Okay.
Yeah, man. So bro, might have to check that out. Anyway, time for our next part of the show, which is crazy headlines
of the week.
That's it of the week. Now, I got to jump straight into this, Sean.
Okay.
Last week we looked at UTW, which was Ultimate Tire Wrestling, and I thought that we couldn't go any crazier than Ultimate Tire Wrestling. Sean, I thought Ultimate Tire Wrestling was where we were going to stop.
Where are we going this week?
This week we're going to the United States,
Okay.
or near enough.
What does that mean?
Near enough to the United States. So this is a brand new sport, and it's called skijorig. Skijorig? I'm trying to say it right.
What?
I want you. So basically, the headline for this is: what do you get when you cross rodeo with skiing? And this is skijorig. I'm going to press play on the video, Sean, and I'd like you, if you wouldn't mind, to just explain exactly what is going on screen.
Right, let's do this.
I'm going to full screen it for us because it's
Right.
going to make an interesting little vid.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay, so there's a guy on skis holding a rope that's attached to a guy on a horse.
Yep.
Who is motoring, and he's
The horse
And
is
he's-
galloping, and a man is holding
he's-
on like he's like instead of jet skis and a boat, it's a horse pulling the man, and he's getting hoops.
he's getting like, what is it, like Sonic as well?
like a slalom. He's
getting,
collecting
he's-
Sonic
he's
rings in
getting,
real
like-
life.
Yeah.
And they skid at the end.
What
And then here's a view from the back end of a horse. The horse's tail is in the air, which does indicate that he's enjoying
it's
the
like-
run.
It's like slalom. There
Yeah.
are jumps.
Yeah.
There are jumps, and he's collecting this guy is good skiing. Collecting the rings.
Yep.
I want sound effects. I want. Bloom.
Bloom, bloom, bloom,
He's doing
bloom.
jumps.
Yeah.
This is.
So it's like a quarter mile. There's some talking on it. So it's like a quarter mile of ice, of icy, snowy street. Horses are pulling along a skier, and they're going over jumps and collecting like little rings at the same time.
Wait, hold on. The only thing that I'm unsure of, why does it say rodeo?
Because, yes, Sean, that is a very good question. Why do they liken it to a rodeo? And I'm about to show Sean a little clip of it. Because I don't know if you noticed, before you see this bit, there's no one wearing helmets. There's a guy wearing a helmet with a camera on it, but there's a lot of people that aren't.
Sans helmet. Okay.
That is a man getting bucked off a horse. Because obviously,
Wait, was that a horse?
yeah. Or was it a donkey? When you say was that a horse?
No, I thought it was like. Is it? No, it is a horse.
It's a horse.
It is a horse. Oh,
Yeah, so obviously when you get a horse to get really excited and take off quickly, sometimes they get startled. A man has come off a horse, he looks concussed, look in his eyes. It's dangerous, bro.
Because you know what I thought initially?
Yeah.
Is I thought that the person on the horse was like part of the event.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were part of the they're like pairs, right?
Yeah.
So they bring their own horses.
I think you bring the horses,
your own
you tag
jockey.
team in. Yeah. There's an American in the background, absolutely getting
Loving
there,
life.
trolleyed,
Absolutely
absolutely
loving
loving it. But yeah, man,
Wow. So if you are a competitive skier and
Yeah.
you happen to have a friend who
is a cowboy.
is a cowboy and loves riding horses
Yeah.
and can do it very fast and has a horse that they know well and will behave.
Yeah.
This is what you've been looking for, ski drawing.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. So it's a heart pumping white knuckle competition with horses and sometimes dogs, snowmobiles, and even cars. And they tow skiers at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour as they jump over 8 feet obstacles. Bro,
As they try to lance suspended hoops with a baton, okay?
it's like they've taken so many sports, smushed them together. Like what I liked last week about Ultimate Tire Wrestling was the simplicity. This is the total opposite, bro. This is wild.
Ingenuity here. There's
Yeah.
do you reckon it stemmed from literally like, I'm into skiing, Marcus.
Yeah.
I know that you're like you're a cowboy, pretty
man.
much.
Yeah. I like ride. Look, put it like this. There's not a horse that I can't ride. Yeah.
I feel like there's something here.
Winter's coming.
Winter is coming,
Winter is coming, and
and the thing is, I want to go skiing,
yeah.
but I don't think it's cool if you bring your horse to the slopes.
Yeah. And if I'm honest, you can't drive on the roads, on the high roads, because they've been shut down because there's too much snow. In fact, some of the snow has created snow's created jumps that are about 8 foot tall. So what I'm thinking is
Approximately
8 foot
right,
tall. Yeah.
yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, I don't think horse riding is dangerous enough for me, and because it's not rodeo season. How about we attach my sport to yours, quite literally? And also, I like playing Sonic. So why don't we add a lance into this, where you maybe collect some Sonic rings, and I startle the shit out of a horse and try to get it to run at 40 full gallop. Let's just say.
Wait, I want to know how the scoring
Yeah.
is done. Are
Yeah.
there any style points
Yeah.
for the 8 foot jumps, or is it purely
Yeah.
how many rings you get?
I didn't see any tricks. That's got to be the next stage. If someone throws in, I don't know, ski tricks, like if they
Yeah.
flip their skis to the side or whatever like that,
Little
or grab or spin around, like, you know, like in jet skis where they do that thing where they spin around and let go, bruv, little grab, little
Backflips.
first backflip that they do, flip it. Imagine hitting the floor after that. Anyway, yeah. So that's what they did. Oh, and I've got so many questions. One of them is, the horses, do they have special footwear like studs, grips, spikes, or can they not?
They've got snow chains.
Snow chain.
No hooves. Hooves.
No horse.
Do you know when I say hooves? It just reminds me of what is that bloody show with Tom Green? Do you remember that when he goes, "Look at my hooves"?
No, what was that? The Tom Green show?
You know, it wasn't a Tom Green show. I think it was a film.
Yeah.
Called Freddie Got Fingered.
All right.
You ever seen that?
Yeah, I have, but I can't. Oh,
There's a bit at the end. There's a bit at the end where he like creates, and they're like horses.
Yeah.
I'm going to show it to you. I'm not absolutely butcher it. Randomly, another time.
All right.
But I still have questions. I want to know. Are the judges?
Can we guess then? Right. I think I've got answers
Style
which are just
points?
pure conjecture. Yeah, right.
Okay.
I reckon it's speed and the number of rings you get. So
Speed and rings.
if you get all the rings, you're at top. But if someone gets all the rings in a shorter time, they beat you.
Yeah, because it didn't look like any style points were being handed out.
Yeah. It looks like at the moment it's just pure raw speed and stuff. And I reckon if they have two people that have exact same speed, and one of them throws in a little foot flick or a little spin, they got to take the win in it.
Yeah, I would say.
Shout out to Americans for managing to turn anything into a fucking sport, and the turnout looks reasonable.
That's what I was about to say. If people are enjoying it,
Yeah,
and you're enjoying it, and there's some healthy competition,
yeah.
all about it, man.
And maybe like a light concussion or strong concussion, but no death. I'm all up for it.
I'm going to say that the cowboy hat should probably be replaced by a solid helmet, because that dude looked like he got his head stamped on. That's not cool.
And he's like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm over here. The doctor's like, I'm over here. Which one are you? I told you both. I'm fine. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm intrigued how you came across this. I'm hoping that this will become a running theme.
Do you think it could be our weird sport of the week?
If you keep coming up with these kind of gems, like I had no idea that this was a thing.
Do you know what I did? I took your advice. Not even your advice. I took your style of not hunting too hard. I just skimmed the internet and let it come to me. You know what I mean? It was like The Secret, but of finding weird things on the internet. If you try too hard, it's not just about that. You just got to will it to you. So Sean, I'm going to will some sport to me next week.
Okay.
Maybe fueled by some vodka consumption late at night. 7 martinis in. Google anything to do with UFOs and ice skating. Go. Yeah, man. So that's where we'll get to, man. So Sean, have you got an article that you'd like to bring to me, or do you want me to bring another one to the table?
Ooh.
What have you got, Sean?
What have I got here for us? Right. So recently, did you? I think it was about a month ago, or so maybe 2 months, month and a half. Did you hear about when it was like -30 in the States, and then there were NFL games, and like people were helping to shovel the snow and all that?
Mm-hmm.
So
good, you know what? Good community spirit for that, man. Respect.
Yeah.
I like that.
But
okay.
NFL fans who went to -20 degrees game attended by Taylor Swift underwent amputations after suffering frostbite.
What? It was that cold?
Yeah. So it was an 11-day snap, and a lot of spectators braved the -20 degree temperatures, which I'm going to say is 35 degrees warmer than it was in Canada. The wind chill at that time, it dipped to -33 Celsius, and that is biting. As a result,
skin would fall off if it's exposed for too long. Yeah.
As a result, some fans were treated for frostbite, which causes damage to the skin and tissue, particularly extremities such as fingers and toes. The Research Medical Center in Kansas said it had treated dozens of people who had experienced frostbite during an 11-day cold snap. 12 of those people, including some who were at the football game, had to undergo amputations involving mostly fingers and toes.
And why do I feel like the people that had to do this would be like, and if you gave me the chance, I'd do it all again. Football is football.
Yeah, and they'll be like,
yeah.
Constantly like that.
Look, you are a football fan. You're a sports fan, a little bit more than me. I can't see myself ever loving sports enough for me to donate my toes without any money being handed back to me. Season ticket at least.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, nothing can replace a digit.
What about best seats in the house? Do you think you might lose a little pinky toe for it?
No. I watch it at home on TV, bro, with my feet up in the warmth of my with a bachelor's
with a bachelor's soup. Oh, I burnt my hands. Oh,
cup of soup. Oh, I've had a cup of soup for ages.
We got some at the studio, and I'll treat you if you want. I'll treat you off the show. We've got chicken cup of soup for you, bro. Yeah, cup of soup is the one, man. Oh yeah. But I find that like, first off, big respect for people going out and helping, but what were they wearing? Like flip-flops?
I don't know, man. It seems as if the correct footwear and handwear, aka gloves, were not worn.
Yeah.
Because if you are shoveling snow and it's -20 or wind chill -33 and you're holding, your hands are exposed, some of those fingers are going, isn't it?
I reckon it got so cold they didn't even realise. They thought, oh man, I'm fine. Because when you get very cold...
They went like that and they were like,
They tried to get rid of the shovel and it stuck to their hands, so they're like, man. So so you're saying digits? Did a whole foot's come off or a whole hand?
It says to date, 12 patients have undergone amputation surgeries. Our specialist physicians and expert care team continue to treat and monitor patients.
Busy guy.
And we expect more surgical procedures over the next 2 to 4 weeks as their injuries evolve. So what they're thinking is that there will be certain people who would have had frostbite, but are being like, I know it's green, but it'll probably get better, innit?
Yeah.
And then they're going to realise at a point, it's not getting better. We'll have to go for the snip. Yeah, it's
Or do you reckon they'll like nip a bit off, like take the first bit of the finger off, and they'll be like, sorry mate, we tried, we have to go again and go like a knuckle deep on it.
I don't know.
That is what, like, I'm trying to think, Sean, what's the most extreme, I know you've got all your limbs, what's the most extreme thing you've done to view a sport event? Like, because we got a friend of ours, yeah. I mean, we talk about him so much on the show, like he's not one person. We got a friend of ours who travels for his team.
Oh right, yeah.
For his, he travels like he.
God, I hate him so much.
If you're listening, sure, look into the camera. Just give it. God, listen.
You know who you
this
are.
one over here. Yeah,
You know who you are, bruv. I hate you so much. And the feeling is fully mutual.
yeah, like he travels. He'll go. If there was a game in the rainforest, I think he'd try and secure it. If he had enough of a run up of time, if it was like a Champions League, if it was a cup final, it was in a rainforest, I think he'd take a machete.
I will say this. Some of my cousins in Malaysia, they're like the presidents of the like Man United Malaysian football club.
Yeah,
they have season tickets, bro. They fly from Malaysia to the UK to Manchester, and they watch games and they fly back.
What a shit holiday.
Sometimes,
I mean, this season.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm fortunate enough to have a ticket to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah,
I'm like, traffic's gonna be a bit long, innit? I'm just
yeah.
It's like an hour journey.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
and you're like, when you got there, it's gonna be
14-hour flight, bro.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Just for a game.
Yeah. I'm spoiled. Probably that, innit?
Yeah, man. I think I've been.
I don't think I'm trying to think. I don't think I've done anything wild to go and watch any.
Yeah, I've left the game. I've had a call. I was luckily like I was at an Arsenal game in Emirates, and I was very very
any
lucky.
excuse though to leave, innit?
This story's gonna. Oh my gosh, this story's gonna feed into it.
Even more now. Come on.
The game was a really good game, but I got a call. This is like when I was DJing. Like, I got a call at like 4:30 or something. Like, game was still on. It was like a weekend game, whatever. I don't know what, but it was like
probably Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, that was it.
Like
Yeah. So I got a call at 4, should we say? Like, so like the second half just kicked off, saying, "Can you get to Manchester for a gig tonight?" So I just had to like chip like a little bit early, because obviously to miss the crowds, and then get out the stadium as quick as possible, which fed into the joke that you just made. Fucking that's like the wildest thing I've done, like to get like to in terms of travel. Like
that was the opposite. That was
just get out. Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't think maybe it's an age thing now, like, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you got to think about going outside. So, like when you're weighing up how fun something is, like, it's great, but if the journey there outweighs the fun you're gonna have,
yeah,
you don't want to go like.
I think that's a good calculation.
Yeah. So for 50 Cent, all right, that's someone who like I'm a big fan of. 50 Cent Sellout 02. What we did was we just got there really early and left late, just to miss the traffic. So we like got there at like 5 when the doors opened at the venue, walked into the lounge, sat down for a couple of hours, had a couple of drinks, then went to the show.
Yeah.
Just yeah, I was actually driving, so I was all right, but they were getting wavy. And then, do you remember the story about the guys that I told you? Yeah, that's how wavy it got. That's the episode where I don't know what the name of it is. It's probably got to be Sister-in-Law or something like that. But yeah, so literally like anything to not queue. So if I feel like I have to drive somewhere and I have to be in a car for 3 hours of traffic, I probably just wouldn't go. You know, honestly, I just probably wouldn't even want to go. Even like going to places that are fun for slightly younger people as well as adults during the holidays, I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll leave that to everyone with their young kids. I'm going to Legoland Windsor in the middle of term time.
Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to get my driving license.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, Sean, you got anything else to bring to the table? Because I think we've pretty much wrapped it for this week, bro.
Yeah, I've got one more. I'm going to keep it for next week.
Okay, all right. I've got a couple of short ones, but I'll leave them for next week as well. Yeah, man. I've got all I'm going to say is aliens. That's what I'm gonna leave you. That's what you got. That's what you got coming up, man. But make sure you follow us on all social medias at House Killing Hour. Shout out to everyone that's getting involved on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as well. We're putting out some longer clips of our Ultimate Sports on TikTok too as well, which is looking like it's going to become a feature. I'm at Marcus Bronzy on all socials. Where can we find you, Sean?
Nowhere as always, man.
All right, cool, man. I've had fun. Maybe one day we'll bring our said friend on so you can unleash your full rage on him. You might have to hide his identity though, and his voice a bit as well, because it's fucking annoying.